Here we are at September 10th of 2022. This is 5 years to the date of when God first showed me these objects interacting with our sun. And it was back on September 10th of 2017 when we had some X flares that popped off the sun during a grand solar minimum that just didn't look right. And sure enough, caught in those X flares were these objects. So as we go through this one here, as you can see, we've had a CME right here. You can see our little object that caused it right in the middle of it here. And we'll go frame by frame through this. If you look over on the red side as well over here, when this erupts, you'll see a black little dark pocket of where the object is right there moving. And you can see it taking plasma with it as it goes. So we'll take it one more time. Okay. Now we're going to freeze frame it. So pull this down. And we'll wait until the loop starts. Actually, the CME right about there. So here it is, starting to come out from behind the occulter. You can see our instruments reacting to it. Here's our object in there. And then we'll start going frame by frame as it starts to move out. You can see that we have like a magnetic sphere or bubble around this little core object here. If you look on this side, you can see it's this dark little object right here in the center, and then it has this magnetic bubble, magnetic field around it that's got plasma all gathered up in it. So as we go, alright, there's a good frame right there. So now I'm going to come over here and zoom in on this real quick. I'll move this up. Move this up just a tad bit. Alright, maybe we can see it now. What I'm trying to point out is this nice round, perfectly round object, and you can see the edge of it and everything nice and clear here. There we go. Now you can see it just a little bit clearer. Maybe I'll zoom in just a tad bit more here. Yeah, that's a little better. Alright, now you can clearly see here's our round object. Here's the little magnetic field around it that's got plasma in it and everything. So you can see we have a nice spheroid, perfectly round black spheroid object that's causing this CME here. So now if I can just zoom back out of this, pull back out of that a little bit. Okay, and finish going through the rest of these frames here as it exits the screen. You can see the instrument still reacting to it here. And then, real quick, this V-shaped bow shock on the tail end of this object, how it comes together and it's still stretching plasma out from behind it as it goes. Okay, then I'll put that back into motion one more time for you. And like I said, over here on the red side too, you can see it's this dark little circle in the middle of all this plasma when this eruption happens. So our objects are back and they're doing activity again. Let's see if we can upload the 9th here. We'll go back a day real quick because if this will load up, there was an event that happened up here that I want to point out as well. So let that load up real quick. Alright. There we go. Now it's loading up. A few more frames here. And this one's not as clear as the other one, but you can see that there was an object right in there that caused the CME coming off the top of the sun. That one's pretty faint. So that was yesterday. Now let's go back to the 8th, I believe. Was it the 8th? Or maybe it was the 7th. Oh, if it freezes up, then that's the end of our video. Looks like my computer's going to freeze up here on me now. So, whoops, here we go. Here's the 7th. Let's see if we can get the 7th to upload real quick. Thank you folks for showing up and putting up with my little rinky-dink videos here, but these objects are back. They're doing this activity again for the last few days here. There was a faint one over there. This wasn't the day I wanted to capture. Yeah, this was the 7th. Let me just see if we can get the 6th to pull up real quick. And this event over here, there's an object that came out of this CME and like freezes and stops, and the flow goes over it. Once this finishes loading, and we'll put it into motion, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, just bear with me another few seconds here. It's only got a few more frames to go. Get the bug out of there. Yeah, just a few more frames here. Alright. Now you can see this object come out with the CME and then slow down, and the plasma runs over it. Boom, right in there. So let that play a couple of times. This one you can't see it unless it's really when it's in motion. But you can see this object come out with the CME kind of stall, and then stuff splash over it. So let me zoom in real quick on this, just so you guys can see it a little bit better here. Yeah, there you can see it a little bit in that one. So the CME that comes out right here, and there's our object. Howdy folks, welcome. Thank you for dropping into the chat room. There's Christensen and Cindy Lou. Thank you guys for showing up. Yeah, there's the 5-year anniversary from when all this stuff started happening to me, and it was on September 10th of 2017, just 13 days before the Revelation 12 sign in the heavens, that God showed me one of these objects creating a huge X-flare on the sun, and it ended up being the dragon that was foretold about in Revelation 12. Everybody saw the woman, but they all missed the dragon, so this is the 5-year anniversary from that date, and my life has changed totally since all this started happening to me, and it's just unbelievable the stuff I've been through and the stuff I've captured since. So, but I just wanted to bring this to you real quick. This is the 6th. We had a little activity on the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. Now the 10th. Let's go back to the 10th, and we'll close out with that. Yeah, it seems like yesterday, huh? Yeah, but it's been 5 years already. And the way I'm seeing things, all sorts of revelation things came true around that time. I believe that maybe that may have been the beginning of the revelation, or the tribulation period. So we might be 5 years into a 7-year thing. And here's our 5-year anniversary date, September 10th. And sure enough, we had activity on the 5-year anniversary, and a nice clear image of an object coming out right down here on this lower part right there. Boom, you can see it, the core right in the middle right there. So for the 5-year anniversary, we ended up having some activity and little bits of spits and sputters the previous days. So I have a feeling it's going to pick up again here. We're starting to see this happen again. So I just want to bring this to you guys and tell you I love you all, and I miss you all, and God bless you all. And until my next video, bye.